Yep. So, yeah, I will correct when I said about the kids edition being the first one I've done in over a year. I actually did one of those about 5 months ago, but I've got a nice little windfall going. I've got a bit of more of a spirit build up. I'm doing a game that people would say is probably the hardest, actually, but
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Sports Edition.
Yep, cranking out the Sports Edition game. Yep. Very close to them so far, so...
Hey there, I'm Regis Philbin. Welcome to the show. How many players?
Just me, Reach.
One player, huh? Okay. Do you need me to go over the rules of the game?
Nope, I don't need to.
All right, Sport. That's great. Here we go.
Yeah, I will say, this game, the Sports game came out, actually came out 3 weeks before the 2nd edition PC game.
Now for question
which is so weird, actually, but anyways. Which of the following is a common swing flaw among golfers? Prune, mince, slice, peel. Would that be slice?
So, answer C looks like a knockout.
And quick said about this being weird is that the 2nd edition game 100% does not work on Windows 10. But for some reason the Sports Edition does. Which, it just baffles me, really.
You got a good start going. Of course, that one was a gimme. Let's see the $200 question.
Okay, for 200. Which of the following is a basketball slang term for the free throw line? Charity stripe, launching pad, maker's mark, Shaq's worst nightmare. That's the charity stripe.
You're gonna go with answer A.
I think it's because if you make it, it's
That's right.
1 point. If you miss it, there's nothing to do. It's like charity. If you make it, you get the point. You miss it, no harm, no foul.
Hey, that's 2 in a row. And $200. Let's take a look at your $300.
Yeah, I will say the last 2 games I did at this, I had to give my laptop a fresh reinstall. But anyways, which of the following terms is commonly used to designate the beginning of a horse race? Pastime, post time, prime time, dinner time. Would that be post time?
So you're pretty sure that the answer B is a slam dunk.
Yeah, like I said before I was interrupted with the question, the last 2 games I had, the common flaw was that it was in the upper left corner, because I gave my laptop a fresh reinstall, and
very good.
I had to modify settings again to make it work center. So
$500.
okay, let's get that thing out of the way. Okay. Let's go on. What kind of golf course is featured is a burn, blind tee shot, island green, pot bunker, creek? That'd be a creek.
Would you like to make that your final answer?
No.
All right, well, I'll give you 10 more seconds to think about it.
Yeah, it is a creek. I was thinking for some reason island green for
You're
some
gonna
reason.
opt for answer D. Fine.
Taking island green, but I decided,
And
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I'll say though the final answer prompts, starting from the second, outside the first edition game,
Pretty nice
it's
haul for
pretty
answering
much
4
completely
questions.
random,
Let's see
actually.
if you can double your
But the
money.
last 5
This next
sports during kids, you're guaranteed to get a final answer prompt no matter what, and you're only allowed to do it once. Unlike the which of these baseball teams does not have the letter C on its official cap? Cubs, Reds, White Sox, Rockies. That'd be the White
Wanna go
Sox.
ahead and
And
make that your final
as I
answer?
said before I
No
answered the
doubt
question
that answer
again,
C is the way to go.
that the
That's
final answer
right.
prompts. Okay. White Sox have the word Sox on their caps. The Rockies have CR. And also, Sports Edition game, I will be reading out the little info box. Going back was it for info twice.
Well,
The
that's
final
1
answer
grand in
prompt,
your
you allow
pocket.
infinite
Now let's see if we can make it
tries
2 grand.
on the
Here's
Eidos
your
games,
next question.
actually. And also in the DVD games, though, so... But anyways, no more interruption from now on. Which racing family has won the most combined NASCAR and Winston Cup races? The Allisons, the Earnhardts, the Pettys, the Jarretts. That'd be the Pettys.
You have no doubt that answer
Yeah,
C
Richard
is the way to
200,
go.
Leo with 54, and Kyle with 8.
You got it.
Yeah. As of 2000, the Petty family won combined 260 races, almost 150 more than their closest racing partner, which I believe at the time of this video was the Allisons. Bobby with 84,
Well, okay,
I
that's
think Donnie with
$2,000.
5, and I
Don't
think
drop the ball now.
Davey, I think Davey won about
$4,000.
almost 20
Here's the
actually in
next
his
question.
career. It may be 12 actually that Davey Allison won. So. Okay. Boxer Pernell Whitaker is known by which of the following nicknames? Sweet Pea, Sweet and Low, Sweetness, Sugar and Spice. Rest in peace, Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. Rest in
You feel
peace.
confident that answer A isn't an air ball.
Yep, it's not an air ball. I'll go with it.
When you're right, you're right. You're just about at the halfway point on your quest for $1 million. Let's take a look at your next question.
Okay, halfway point in this game, so... On April 8th, 1974, what pitcher served up Hank Aaron's record-breaking 715th home run? Andy Messersmith, Al Downing, Jack Billingham, Mike Marshall. That'd be Al Downing.
All right, you think
I believe it was
like
actually a sinker that didn't sink, actually. And I would say Vince Scully's call on that is, my opinion, the best homer call of all time. Yeah. I would say second probably Kirk Gibson's walk-off, and third would be Bill Mazeroski's World Series walk-off in the 1960s. My 3 favorite home run calls of all time. So, okay. In 1985, an NFL coach became the first victim of the Gatorade dunk. Don Shula, Bill Parcells, Mike Ditka, Jimmy Johnson. That'd be the tune of Bill Parcells. I believe it was actually Harry Carson that did it. Actually, yeah, that was before the Giants won it all in '86.
You're just one question away from an important safe haven. We'll see now if you've got game.
I do for 32,000. Okay. In squash, what's the name of the area at the bottom of the front wall, which is usually covered with metal? The stone, the rail, the tin, the alley. That'd be the tin.
You think answer C can keep the drive alive? Fine.
Yep.
And you're right.
On American courts, the tin is 17 inches wide. On international courts, it's 19 inches.
$32,000 is yours, all yours. And you've reached the second safe haven. You can't walk away with less than $32,000, no matter how badly you do for the rest of the game. So let's get back to it. Come on. For $64,000. Here it comes.
All right, 64,000. How many games did UCLA's basketball team lose during Lou Alcindor's 3-year career, including postseason? 0, 1, 2, 5. He lost only 2 games when Alcindor was there. I believe the 2 that they lost actually was...
Answer C looks like the best choice.
I believe in the 66 March Madness tournament and the Game of the Century against Houston in 68.
You're right.
As was the rule in the 1960s, Alcindor did not play for the varsity team during his freshman year, which was actually the first of the 10 that... it was the second of the 10 that UCLA won between 64 and 75.
$125,000. The checkerboard flag is almost in sight.
All right, 125. Since 1940, who is the only running back from the Cardinals franchise to win the NFC rushing title? Jim Otis, Otis Anderson, Stump Mitchell, Terry Metcalf. Would that be Jim Otis?
Is that your final answer? You want to pick answer A.
Yep.
You got it.
Otis led the NFC in rushing in 1975 with 1,076 yards, which was 6 more than Chuck Foreman, and the night Foreman are rushing triple crowns. Foreman led in
that was great.
carries and touchdowns.
$125,000 is yours, but this is the majors, so the next one will not
be
easy.
Well, Colta, what you got for me? Which of these NASCAR races is the oldest? Daytona 500, the Winston 500, the Coca-Cola 600, the Severn 500. That would be the Severn 500. Yeah. I know this one is pretty famed. If you use the 50-50 in the audience, 88 will go for a Daytona 500.
That's right.
The 700 began in 1940. It was the first NASCAR sanctioned circuit race. Not quite true. It was actually the first NASCAR sanctioned race that was on a fully paved track, and that was 1950, not 1949.
One more question before you go for the big prize.
All right.
This one's worth $500,000.
All right, for 500,000. Okay. Which two of the NHL's 6 Suter brothers are twins? Brennan Dwayne, Daryl and Dwayne, Rich and Ron, Brent and Brian. That'd be Rich and Ron.
Go ahead and make that your
The only one that doesn't have any overlap. As for this
You're
one...
sure that answer C will not send you to the locker room?
Yep.
You're right.
The Suters, Brent, Brian, Daryl, Dwayne, Ron, and Rich. Ron and Rich are the twins. As for this one, I will say it's 20-50 odds if I get it right. Would be, if I was to give a prediction...
Here's your chance at the winning shot. Miss it, and
I will go Texas
$32,000.
Cops would be the Howard Cosell
Walk
question.
away with a cool $1 million. No pressure.
Alright. 4 million. What you got for me? Which of these Green Bay Packers scored the very first points in Super Bowl history? Max McGee, Elijah Pitts, Boyd Dowler, Jim Taylor. That'd be Max McGee.
Go ahead and make that your final answer.
That's a name. That's a name that passed. Yeah, that game, I believe, McGee and Pitts scored twice in that game, and Jim Taylor scored also. So, yep.
You're right.
Darrell was a star Packers star receiver, but he got hurt and McGee replaced him. Pitts and Taylor were the running backs. And a frequent story, McGee, I think McGee was hung over the night before he got the news when he came home. People argue he should have gotten MVP. Maybe now you could bring the Olympics to your own home team. Hometown, I should say. Which, Atlanta did in 96, so... yeah, I live about 3 hours away from Atlanta, so... the golfer.
Hey, congratulations. You really know your sports. So now I bet you're going to sit by the door waiting for that $1 million check to show up, huh? Well, bring some snacks because you're going to be waiting a long time. This is a video game, You know that. It's all pretend. All right, glad we straightened that out. Until next time.
All right. With that being said, thanks for watching.